Good morning, beautiful people. Dr. Eve here. Hope all is well. Welcome to my channel. It is so good to be amongst the land of the living. Yes, indeed. If you are here, say, Father, I thank you. Okay, everyone. I am Dr. Eve. Welcome to my channel where I talk about all things sustainable living and building a strong home economy from the soil up. And if you were with me yesterday, you know that I was in the lab fighting for my life to create something that was going to keep them no-see-ums off of me. So I'm excited to share a blend that I made yesterday. Maybe you can make it for yourself. Here on the channel is always about what we can use, how we can use what we have to create what we want at minimal costs, right? Because it's all about home economy. So, if you weren't here yesterday, I woke up wanting to put on a ski suit, like a ski mask, a neck, you know, I don't know what they call those things we used to wear with the neck collars, the boots, the gloves, nothing, no skin out, nothing. Because I have been abused by no-see-ums to the point where when they pop you, the thing about a no-see-um is when they pop you, you know you've been popped, and they have an itch that's unbearable. And so I was scratching them and it was causing open wounds. So this is an example. I have never experienced this type of itch or abuse from an insect. So I said, I have to go out in my garden. I have to be a part, and I'm going to spend the day looking into some of the products that I have and how I can create something that's going to keep these mosquitoes off of me. So I went into my lab yesterday and I spent some time and I came up with a really, really good solution. We're going to see how long they're going to stay off of me. I'm outside and I did create a cocoa butter. So now, the one thing I already see with this, let me just share with you what's in it. I created a solid, um, what I thought would be a solid, right? And it is, hey there, it has a kokum base, kokum butter base, which is really good in vitamin E, protectant for the skin, cracked skin, repairing skin, the whole 9 yards, which is a really, really good butter, right? And I also started out though with jojoba oil. And now that's an oil, so it's not solid. But coconut butter is solid. Jojoba is liquid. I also put in there lemongrass. I put, um, let's see, lemongrass, peppermint. Let's see what else. A little aloe vera, some neem powder. That was a powder. Like you can eat this, but neem bugs don't like neem. So this is a vegan based butter. And so I put the neem, peppermint, lemongrass, geranium. These are all oils that I have in my apothecary because I create oils as well from the powders. Um, Then I also put, like I said, the aloe vera, geranium, a little bit of rosemary, and I want to say that's it. So then I I infused this together for hours. Like I put it in my pot and I infused it for hours and came up with this awesome blend. And then I put it into these tins like this, put it into these tins, and I put them in the refrigerator because I wanted to make a salve, SALVE. That was the goal, to make a salve. And I also put some into this bottle, which is in a liquid form. What I was testing for is to see how long this one would stay solid. I put them in the refrigerator. I was testing to see how long this one would stay solid and whether this one would become solid. So this one did not become solid, and this one is already breaking down. So let me show you what it looks like. And the goal is to see how long these bugs going to stay off of me, okay? And so it has a greenish look, which I expected. See, it's already breaking down. You see how it's already becoming a liquid. I'm outside, it's warm, so it's becoming a liquid. It still got the same it still has the same um, com- components to it, but it's breaking down. So what I now know, and it smells so good, y'all. What I now know is this is a great oil. It goes on very smooth. It smells really, really good. And I absolutely, oh, oh shoot, y'all. Dr. Eve has spilt it. Dr. Eve has spilt the butter. Well, one thing for sure, it's on the ground, but I got plenty more of it. So I'm going to, so I have some out here on the ground, on the tarp, and I want to see how long these bugs are going to stay off of me. So I'm putting some on my body, and it goes on really smooth. Yeah, bleeper. That was a bleeper. It all fell. I was testing and I had stuff too close to me. So I'm gonna put some. I still have some in the jar, but I'm leaving it down there just to see. I'm gonna put some on my feet. I didn't risk coming out here, with my entire body exposed because I don't want to be eaten alive by those bugs. So at any rate, I even used it on my face just to show you. I used it on my face as well. And the problem with what I had a spray called Stem. And Stem is really good, but I don't like spraying it, and I needed something that was for my face as well because they will pop you. They will land in your head. They will land on your ears. They will land wherever there is skin exposure. So the goal was, how do I keep these bugs off of me, including my forehead? Even when I come outside, I literally I put a head wrap on. Why? Because ticks like hair. They love to come for your hair. That's how they get in. That's how they move about the body, through your hair. So I always cover my hair up. Now, mind you, this oil can also be used for my hair. So the beauty is being able to utilize the oil as multi-purpose, because first of all, I'm not spraying. You got to be careful not to spray stuff near your eyes, but if you can make a cream that you can put on your face, that would be just as good, then you are in business. So I didn't lose all of it when I dropped it, but I can tell you that it is becoming, I dropped a lot of it down there. I can tell you that it is becoming liquid. So the next time I do this blend, which I have 4 containers to use before I will make another one, but I will probably go ahead and test to see. Anyway, maybe today, later today, I'll put together some with just the cocoa butter because the cocoa butter stays solid. It stays solid, and so does shea butter. So that's another option, or mango butter, or cocoa butter. Some butter that stays solid. Those butters stay solid. The problem, I believe, was in adding that, using that jojoba oil. So I will not be using that if I want a solid. But let me just say this. Um, I don't mind the liquid. Like, I tested to see if it would stay solid, but I also tested to see if it would solidify. So here it is, the same liquid, the same product, but in a liquid because it did not solidify. So again, same texture, same softness, same repair. This is as I said before, cocoa butter is is a healer. It's a healing butter. It's full of vitamin E to repair the skin. So I'm excited. The bugs aren't on me, and I don't think they coming over here. I seen a fly earlier, but the one thing is I just want to make sure that they stay off of my body, right? And so even though we had a little spill out here, the good thing is I am able to put this on my face, and I can put it in my hair because like I said before, the ticks, they look for your hair. They come in through your file. They come in, they look, that's how they embed themselves, through the hair on your body. They come in for your private, your hair. If you are a hairy person, they could, travel through your leg hair, your arm hair. That's where they pit themselves. They really embed down in the follicles of your hair. So this is a very smooth butter, and I just wanted to come and show y'all what I discovered so far, in my efforts to keep these bugs off of me, and it's feeling good. I'm outside today. Now the real test would be later this evening to see, because they're not as prevalent or out here as much right now. The mosquitoes aren't anyway. They're somewhere hiding, until, and unless you pull out the water hose, then they coming. They love water. So I had, like I said, I wanted to come and sit outside, share this video with you, and share what my findings are so far. So again, we have the kokum base, kokum ahoba kokum base solution, and it was a solid. I put it in the refrigerator, and it did melt down. So it's not going to stay solid with that jojoba butter. So I'm going to try it again with the cocoa butter. I must take a smaller amount and see how that works. But I love the fact that I have got 4 more of these. So that's exciting. Why isn't this coming? Oh, okay, there it is. And I love these containers. So it is, like I said, it is turning back into a liquid, and we are going to work on. We're going to remove the jojoba oil, because I do believe that that is the reason why it's breaking back down again. So, but this is still good. This is still good for a minute. And I have got quite a bit of it, and it smells so good, y'all, because of the various types of oils that are in there. It just took on. It took on the smell, the of the oils, the lemongrass, the peppermint, and it's so smooth to my skin. It doesn't burn. I was able to put it on my face, and I could put it in my hair because again, those ticks, y'all, they come for the hair follicles. I know that my mom had a mark in her head from a tick that she that had left a huge lump on her head many, 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 many years ago when she was young. And you see that, y'all? Because look, I'm telling you, those things were abusing me. Y'all see them scars? I've never had scars from a mosquito, or I've never itched to the point where I scratch myself so bad that it turned into a scar. So another thing I'm going to try and do is I might try a little cocoa butter too in it because cocoa butter also repairs and will heals the scar. So I may try and not just to use cocoa butter, but to use cocoa butter in it as well. Now, that would not be friendly to those of you who are allergic to nuts because those are nut based butters. But this feels really, really, really good. And as you can see, my skin is just so soft and I love it. So, and they haven't come around so far, and they might not because I spilled some on the ground. So, but it's a beautiful day. We're going to get a lot of heat over the next couple of days. I'm understanding from the weather conditions that we are going to be under an extreme heat advisory in our area. So, if you are homesteading, estate planning, all the things, right? Estate farming, that's what I call it. Estate farming, homesteading, whatever you want to call it. Get out early, get out early, get your things done, and because we're facing an extreme heat weather advisory. So I'm going to go into the greenhouse and plant some seeds. I need to get some new seeds started because I got stuff growing out here, but I need to keep succession planting. I've got my first cucumber. Y'all know I put the cucumbers out late, but they are blooming. I see so many beautiful yellow flowers. The tomatoes are blooming. The peaches are red, ripe red. I am concerned though. I have, that assassin, the June bug assassin is here. I knew it was coming because I knew. I had a problem with it last year, but um, and they come and just sit on the plants and mate and just tear holes into your plant, your leaves, your foliage. That's pretty much what they do. They just tear the foliage up. So I have covered the peaches because last year they attacked the peaches as well. They attacked the grapes, the peaches, and so I've covered those up. Well, they have a net on them, but the same net that I have on the grapevine. Now the thing about it is these assassins, because that's what they are, Japanese beetles. um, they're beautiful. I thought they were the most beautiful bugs, but baby, beauty and what they intend to do to your plants is two different things. But I knew they were coming, and so I put a net over them. I was actually ordered a mosquito net to put over them, but I just instead put the black netting. They can't see it. They're getting trapped in it. They get they have a hard time navigating because of the material. I believe that the bees also have a hard time as well. I did notice that in the orchard where the blue blackberries are, that some of the bees were getting stuck inside of the mesh. They didn't have that problem last year though, so I'm not really sure why they were getting trapped in there because they know how to move around. Um, but it seemed like some of them were getting trapped in there and just, were traumatized by their inability to get out. So I don't know what that is about, but that seemed to happen. But um, today again, I had gotten bit on my ear yesterday. I'm like, ooh, I didn't even want to come out. It's like, but I have got to go out. I cannot let these bugs, just do this to me. So even your hairline, you have to have stuff on your hairline because, like I said, the ticks, they embed in your hair follicles. So you have to be careful out there with your hair exposed. And at this time, see, I had an itch right here, but that's an old. They had attacked me so bad on my shoulders, my back. I mean, they were everywhere. But today I put on a little short dress. I put on some little short. I did put on some pants under them because I don't want to. I really don't want to see them bugs. I don't want them bugs to bite me. But anyway, my arms are out and exposed. Hair is covered. I can put it on my face because I don't want them. They will light your face up. I wanted to make sure that because I had a bite up here, I had a bite on my ear. I didn't want to spray anything in my face, but you gotta cover your face. And I'm not just lotion. No ordinary lotion is gonna work. You have to have a protectant, just like you do for your body. And so this is, like I said, it's an um, all-purpose brew that I made, or cream butter that I made to keep my body safe from these no-see-ums. So I will keep you all updated. I am going to start on a new batch. Um, test number two. Test number two, I am going to remove the jojoba oil because it does cause the mixture to break back down to an oil. So, but in the meantime, I have my oil and my oil. Okay. Anyway, gotta go, everybody. I hope that you enjoyed the video. This is Dr. Eve here on La Janavi Estates and Pharmacy, talking about all things sustainability and building a strong home economy from the soil up. Now, how does this apply to your economy, you ask? It applies because you use what you have to get what you want, right? And these are products I have in my home. I have an apothecary, so I use those things to create the things that I need without having to go to the store and buy and expend money on expensive products. So make sure that you are stocking your home with base materials, the things that you will need to make things, to create soap powder, to create cleansing products. We have to think outside of the microwave. I need this to work now. I don't feel like creating, but creating is cheaper. Creating is cheaper because, believe it or not, the products for soap powder like borax, um, or your little soap, the stuff that's required is cheaper, and you can use it longer, and you can use it for more things. When I tell you that the same powder that I create to wash my clothes is the same powder I use to clean my tub, and it cleans better than Comet, y'all better come on here. Y'all better come on here and get into how you can use your products for multi purposes. because that's going to make the difference in your pocketbook. It's going to make the difference in your home economy budget, okay? So I need y'all to be with me when I say we are creating strong economies from the soil up by growing our own food, looking at what's in our cabinet, having these base products to make the things that we need to make when all of these other things are not available. We can see how the world is shifting. We can see how the shelves will have a hard time in the days to come because those who took care of the shelves to make sure they were staffed and packed or in the field picking food and growing food are being deported. So what's next? How will you fare in the absence of these workers, these people, humans who have been doing all the work, right? Doing the work. And so, yeah, get your creative skills on. I'm going to come up with a jingle after a while, okay? But in the meantime, thank you for coming over here and joining me. I'm Dr. Eve, talking about all things sustainability and how to build a strong economy from the soil up. We hope that you enjoyed this video, and we'll catch you on the next one. If you haven't subscribed, please like and subscribe as I build my channel, teaching you some basic things as we get back to the land. Peace and blessings, everyone. Have the most amazing day, and don't let anyone get in the way on your journey to becoming who God has called you to become in this season. Bye, everyone. See you next video.